Good morning, my name is Jacob Folger. I am a sculptor, and today we're going to make a fairy door. And the main thing to know is that we're using self-hardening clay here, and you can buy it at an art store or craft store. The thing is, before you buy it, open the box. It'll be wrapped in plastic. Take your finger and press it into the clay through the plastic and make sure that it is soft and pliable. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll talk about tools as we go. The first thing that we need to do is make little things that look like stones to build the door with. So we can roll these stones, starting off with a round piece like that, and then we can hold it like that and form it to become a stone. Just like that. Just form it between your fingers. If there's any imperfections, you can blend them out by just rubbing it, like wiping it like that. I call it blending. And we're going to need several stones shaped like that. So roll between the palms of your hands. Take out the imperfections by rubbing it. Again, I call that blending, so from now on we'll call it blending. And you want the stones to be about the same size, so just hold them up to the other one. I started making fairy doors last year, actually, and I've made all kinds of things for many years, but fairy doors, no. Blend out the imperfections, match it to the other one, make sure it's about the same size. We'll keep going until we have several. So now we're building the frame of the door, and out of the block we are scoring the both sides of clay where they meet to we don't want the stones to come apart, so we're doing that. I think I'm gonna take off one of these stones. I don't think I want it that big. And score both sides. Just form it as you go. There we go. Almost getting there. See, it looks like a stone door frame. And then across the bottom. And remember to score both sides with a wet knife. I came up short on my stones, so I'm going to have to do more. So, there we go. And then one more. There we go. Not a lot of dialogue here. I'm working too. And there, that's the door frame. I just kind of adjusting it, make sure it's nice and tight. Now I'm going to take clay like this and just press it in there for the door itself in the center. So this is going to be the door, and this is true sculpting here. We're doing it all. We took shapes and built up the door frame, and now we're sculpting with our bare hands. Well, you know, we just did, I guess, but it's kind of takes a little bit of everything here for this door. It's good. This is great practice for beginners. This is good for kids. Kids can do this. I've had some students that were amazing that were very young. 6 years old, I think, was the youngest child I ever had worked with, and he was quite amazing with his ability to build sculpture. So you don't want it too thin, because then it would maybe crack as it's drying and that sort of thing. So it should be probably at least a 1/4 inch thick. And just take your finger and blend it into the stones. Like that. And then just blend it and smooth it with your thumb like this. There we go. Okay, the next step is to take a wood sculpting tool. You can get these in a package of 8 or 9 or 10, usually for about 10 bucks. They come in wood and plastic. I prefer wood, but you know, if all you can get is plastic, that's fine. You take one that's shaped like this and draw lines, sculpt lines into the door. That will be the wood planking, because this door has a stone wall, stone frame and wood planking. So I'm trying to make it somewhat symmetrical, but since it's an old door, you know, it doesn't have to be really uniform. The lines don't have to be really straight. There we go. And just draw them. I call it drawing, but it's actually carving. And go right across with it. So like that. Okay. Next you can create your hinges. You can just roll a ball, start off with a ball, and then roll a noodle or oblong shaped like that. And just put them on there like that. Like that. We get a little blurriness going here. It'll clear out in a minute. I apologize for that. Then you can take a little round of clay, like really small, and that will be the bolts. There it goes, it's coming out now. I have problems with this camera sometimes, and the budget does not allow for a new one yet, so these will be like the bolts that hold the hinges on there. There we go. I'm going to take a paintbrush now. You can get paintbrushes at art stores and craft stores. Get a little bit of water on it. I have a cup of water over here. This is actually just a can, old soup can. And I'm just going to wet this just so it secures it up a little bit. It probably would have been best to score it like we did with the blocks, but I didn't do that, so I'm just going to wet it really good like that. Now I'm going to make a ring to go right here for the, I guess you could say you could open the door with it. Instead of making a doorknob, I'm going to make a ring. And the clay should be somewhat moist, so take your brush and get it moist. And we're going to roll it, and then roll it to and fro like this. You can roll it between your fingers so you can see what I'm doing. Should break off a piece of it. Try to get it uniform. And what I'll do here is take a brush. Let's take the same brush I was working with and wrap around it. Put that there on the door. Just keep it wet because it'll split on you. I'm just wetting it a little bit to get out the cracks that were cracking it, starting to show up there. Next we'll take just a little piece and put it right here, which will be the bracket that holds the ring in place, and wet that. So that could be the door knocker too. And now we'll go ahead and start smoothing it out with a paintbrush. Just get all the joints, and you don't want to obscure the stones. But you should go around and paint it with water. And so get it to a point where it's fairly smooth, but not too smooth, because it's an old door. It's just an old, ancient fairy door. And there we go. Now what you can do also is take a noodle of clay like this and create some vines. Just lay them on there, get it wet, so it sticks really good. And take another piece and bond it to the other one like that, and there's a line going on here. Do that on the other side. This is just rolling noodles of clay. It's kind of hard to do with the clay with the camera right here, so that's why I'm kind of doing it off camera, but you can see. And you can build those however you like. This is art, so you know, you want to be creative. Feel free to join in and be creative. And then wet everything. And there you go, that's a fairy door. We just made a fairy door. So, again, my name is Jacob Polger. I'm a sculptor. And if you've been inspired today, please subscribe to my channel and visit my website at jacobpolger.com. Thank you for watching.